7th for Mr. Blanford.
Then Chris Garrett on behalf of Kelly Bradley, 25 MM 385. We'd ask for a continuance to May 7th.
May 7th? If y'all object, just shout it out. Okay, thanks.
Chris Garrett on behalf of Jonathan Browning, 25 MM 144. Your Honor, I'm going to be filing a motion to dismiss in this case unless we can work something out with the state. I'll have that filed shortly. We'd ask for a continuance to May 7th.
Okay.
Chris Garrett on behalf of Angela Santola, 25 CT 119. We're still waiting on some additional body-worn camera video in this case. We'd ask for a continuance to May 7th.
May 7th?
Chris Garrett on behalf of Brian Friend, 24 CT 2635. We're asking for a final continuance to May, and then I anticipate either a plea or a trial in May.
Okay, so final continuance for Mr. Friend to May 7th?
Thank you, Your Honor. Chris Garrett on behalf of Heidi Geertz, 24 CT 2545. We received an amended offer in this case. We'd ask for a continuance to May 7th. I anticipate resolution in May.
So we're just continuing everything to May, it sounds like.
I'm sorry, Your Honor?
So we're just continuing everything to May, it sounds like.
Basically, Your Honor. Yeah.
May 7th?
Chris Garrett on behalf of Pierce Giebernath, 25 CT 9. I have a motion to dismiss almost ready to file. I'm just waiting on the notarized signature. I'll have that filed, I anticipate, this week. We'd ask for a continuance to May 7th.
May 7th?
Chris Garrett on behalf of Rebecca Noddick, 24 CT 3036. Your Honor, this is an FHP case, but we did receive video from the Sheriff's Office. Based on that video, I anticipate filing a motion. We'd ask for a continuance to May 7th.
May 7th?
Chris Garrett on behalf of Riley Griffin, 25 CT 8. I will have a motion to dismiss filed later in the week. I'm just needing to get his notarized signature for it.
Okay, May 7th?
Chris Garrett on behalf of Justin Johnson, 24 CT 2563. Your Honor, we were waiting on some video from Deputy Walker, who, if off the top of my head, was the stopping officer. I believe we should have those videos now. I think they were just shared with us yesterday. We'd ask for a continuance to May 7th.
Okay, May 7th?
Chris Garrett on behalf of Glenn Jones, 24 CT 2756. I'd ask the state to look at this for a reckless. Did you have a chance to do that?
Your Honor, if we can leave this on jury trial, we'll have an answer for Mr. Garrett on that day.
Would you mind just continuing it to May 7th? Because that'd be my only case on that docket.
We can also do that, Your Honor.
Okay, May 7th?
Then Chris Garrett on behalf of Samuel Kerwin, 24 CT 2458. We're kind of still trying to figure out an issue with the breath test in this case, whether it was done inside of the patrol vehicle and we're just missing the video, or if we're just missing the video from the intox room. We'd ask for a continuance to May 7th.
Do they do breath tests inside the patrol vehicle?
Every once in a while they do, but there's a little miscomm between the state and I. Whether
One of the troopers listed, Judge, does have a in-vehicle intoxilizer in his trunk.
Okay.
And one trooper told me that he did the intoxilizer in his trunk, but then it's just confusing.
The
I
officer
just hadn't
report,
heard that here before, so I'm glad they're moving.
it's really rare. They don't do super
Yeah.
well in the back of the car,
No.
which is what I would argue it.
May 7th?
Then Chris Garrett on behalf of Christian Kruger, 24 CT 2871. We received an amended offer from the state. We'd ask for a continuance to May 7th. However, I do anticipate a resolution in May.
Okay, sounds good, May 7th.
All right. I believe that's all I have, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good
Drive
day.
safe.
Thank you.
Todd Ladner?
Yes, ma'am.
Todd, did I say your last name right?
No, ma'am. Todd Leducer.
Leducer, okay.
Leducer. Yes, ma'am. On behalf of Charles Jennings, 4625 CT 443A, my client is with me approaching the podium. We've got an offer from the state. We can't take it, and I'm trying to file a C4 motion based on the evidence that I've seen in the file. So I just asked the court to push us to May 7th, if you could. We're close. I don't think we're going to
Okay.
have to try this one, but I've got to file a C4.
Okay, May 7th, I'll see you both back that day.
Super. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
That concludes my business. May I be excused?
You may, thank you.
Thank you.
Dustin Durrell?
Morning, Your Honor. If I may, Mr. Weinstock asked me to cover his case today. If I can call that one first, make sure I don't forget.
Sure.
Mr. Hamilton Harrison, 25 MM 725. He's asking for a continuance. First time up, I believe he's just received discovery. I don't think the state has an objection.
No
Sorry, say
objection.
the last name again?
Harrison, Hamilton,
Harrison.
Hamilton Harrison.
36 years. Got it. May 7th, you said?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. For my cases, first I have is Mr. Brian Batch. Would request a continuance on Mr. Batch. Ask the state to review for a reckless. Believe we'll have an answer one way or the other on May.
All right, May 7th.
Next is Mr. Utzy, E-U-T-Z-Y, requesting a continuance for Mr. Utzy. We tried to have the deposition scheduled. This is the one where we were wondering about the Intox video. There was some scheduling issues. The officer worked that Walton County shooting the day before
Okay.
and overslept.
That's fair. May 7th.
Thank you. And finally, Your Honor, is Miss Lisa Holt, would request a continuance on her as well.
All right. Ms. Holt will also go to May 7th.
And I believe that's all I have, if I may be excused.
You may.
Thank you.
Ms. Dudley? You come. Is that all you have, Larissa?
Yeah, if we need to pass it, Your
Do
Honor,
you
I can come back up.
As soon as he gets here, I'll
Yes,
call
ma'am.
him. Mr. Patel?
Good morning, Judge.
Morning.
How was your Monday evening basketball viewing experience?
I'm glad you didn't have court yesterday. I'm sure you've recovered nicely. It was quite the game.
It was.
Yes.
I'm also, can I confirm that Mr. Shaw's Mr. Shaw's cases are all off the docket?
The only one I don't have is Cameron Barricat. I still have that on?
That one was e-filed for May 7th.
May 7th. Okay. Then you should be good to go.
Okay. I'm also covering for Mr. Browning.
Okay.
His first client, last name is Severino.
I have Chloe Anderson.
Oh, well, we can do Chloe Anderson.
Okay, Chloe Anderson.
He'd asked for that be set on review with no subpoenas.
What is that?
That date is April 23rd.
April 23rd without subpoenas, you said?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Next one, I can't read my own writing. Kramer, is that right?
I can't hear you.
I can't read my own writing.
Okay.
Garner.
Garner?
Yes, Madison Garner.
Okay.
He'd asked that that be set for 423, no subpoenas.
423 without?
And then finally, last name is Severino,
It's one that would have Gomez for you.
Gomez Severino.
Oh, Gomez. Okay. Go ahead.
He'd asked for that to be set 423, no subpoenas.
Got it.
Mr. Flowers has Mr.
Ajeo?
Ajeo.
Mm-hmm.
He's asking for a continuance. I don't believe there's any objection by the state.
Okay. May 7th?
I have 3 cases on the docket. The first one is number 37. Last name is Delgado Galdamez.
Okay.
I'm asking, Well, I'll be here on the 23rd, so if we can put that on the 23rd, no subpoenas. There's some discovery that I requested that I think the state perhaps misunderstood because they only sent me a part of it, so,
Okay.
so she's gonna send me the rest of that.
Okay,
Next is Ryan Grover, number 38 on the docket. If
Okay.
we can set that for 4/23, no subpoenas.
okay,
And then finally, last name is Jenkins, first name is Denver. If we can set that for 4/23, no subpoenas.
all right.
I have nothing further, may be excused.
You may have a good
Thank
day.
you. You too.
Ms. Dudley?
This is James Galloway, 25 mm 210, 23 mm 4216. Your Honor, Mr. Galloway has a violation of probation and new charge. I had previously asked Mr. Mall to look at the new case. Nothing was ever taken out of the store.
Oh,
Everything's still in the store, in the garden area, never passes any points of sale on the new petty theft. As far as the felony one, he didn't take anything. Clearly on the video, he didn't take it.
Is there a separate felony?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am, it's basically a violation.
Oh,
We
okay.
have court on that next week. I've asked
Okay.
the prosecutor to look at that, so we can leave these set just without subpoenas and maybe see if we can get it resolved and have, the state to look at the evidence in the case and
Sure.
go from there.
All right, I think she's making a note.
Yeah, I did talk to her when I came in.
Oh,
I don't
perfect.
think the message was passed along, but if you watch the Valence video, nothing's ever taken out of the store.
Okay, well, Mr. Galloway, we'll see you back on the 23rd, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor, that's all I have.
Mr. Rare?
Morning, Ron.
Morning. He's gonna have one inmate too. Yes.
It is Leon, and I'll take the out of custody first.
Yes.
Judge, first I've got is Mr. Kenneth Calvert. Your Honor, he's first time up. We've gotten some video. We're still missing some body cam video audio. I want to follow up with the state about that. I'd ask to continue it one cycle.
5-7.
Next I have Judge is Matthew Fisher. We have an agreement in place with the state. I'm just trying to finalize a couple administrative issues with him before we submit the plea. If we could
Okay.
set him for 5-7 also.
Okay,
Next I've got is Mr. Landon Grizel. He's first time up. I'm still going through the initial discovery we've received. I think there may be some additional coming. I'd like to move him out to 5-7.
5-7 for Mr. Grizzo.
And then last I've got, Judge, is Mr. Fisher Jenkins. Speaking with the state, I believe we've reached an agreement to resolve that case. There's a little bit of follow-up I've got to do before we submit that. If we can do 5-7, I think we'll have it wrapped up by 5-7.
I'm good on that, but I also have 5-7 on that. Peter Chalupek, it's a speeding ticket,
There was a DPA on the criminal traffic,
a DPA in the criminal traffic. Do you have that case number?
25 CT 384.
So the court will merge and dismiss the speed with the DPA in 25 CT 384.
Perfect, thank you, Your Honor.
Mhm.
And then, as the court noted, I also have Christopher Leon. That is one where Mr. LaPella is also present this morning, Judge. If we could just wait, he's upstairs with Judge Brown.
Ah.
If we can just come back and address that case.
Yeah. But, yes, you can. I got 3 more, so tell them to come quick.
I'll work on that, Judge.
Thank you. Mr. Leon, I'm sorry, we'll see you back in just a minute.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Whitney? Is it Ponson?
Yes.
Good.
Good morning, Your Honor,
Good
Whitney Ponson, for Joseph McKevichus. We have Levina France, 25 CT 499, motion to continue.
Till May?
Yes.
May 7th?
And then Ayala on yours, last name, 24 CT 2975.
Mm-hmm.
Note saying motion to continue. I think he found a motion. I don't know that it's been filed, and I do know that it has been continued twice, but motion to continue.
Okay, I'll go to May 7th, but tell him if he's gonna file a motion, and please get that back.
Thank you, that's all I have.
Thank you. John Howell?
Hey, good
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. John Howell, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. George Franklin, 2025 CT 404. Your Honor, I've got a motion filed, I'm sorry, I got a motion drafted. Ma'am?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I'm talking with the state. Me and Ms. Gearing have a call this week. I just request it continues to May 7th.
May 7th.
That's it.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Powell.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
First matter I have is David, it's Gouch, Gauch.
Okay,
We have a signed deferred prosecution agreement. If I could approach.
you can. Thank you, Sarah.
The next matter I have is Diego Barrera.
With a B,
Yes,
Okay.
Barrera.
okay?
Judge, this is requesting a continuance. The state and I are completing discovery. There's no objection.
May 7th.
Thank you. Then I was covering for Brad Stewart this morning. And Mr. Stewart has Stephanie Maurer. She's present. Judge, we've previously entered a plea on this case. It is a referral to pretrial diversion. We were set today to file the pretrial diversion contract, and it is signed. And if I could approach.
Yeah. Okay.
Judge, would she need to report today?
She can get up with pretrial, or with probation, they cover pretrial, it's all the same thing, before you leave, and you will be good to go. Just go to that first row, and she'll come over there and meet you, okay?
What is the last name?
Maurer, Maurer. Okay. Do you need this contract?
If I can just put that together.
And then just bring it back to me and I'll file it. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Maurer. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I had this morning.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. James Gardner. Who's that? And then I have another attorney who is supposed to appear via Zoom. Let me
And she
make
has
sure.
mental health court again on the 16th of this month.
Gardner has me here. Nobody upstairs has seen Marty either? I got him. Leon back?
I think that's pretty much what we're doing. I don't know.
I'm on it correctly.
She checked in today.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Leon.
How you doing, John?
Good, thank you. Mr. LaPella?
Thank you, Your Honor, and for the record, Sean Lupella for Christopher Leon on 24 CT 447. First of all, I'd just like to thank the court for allowing to take this motion under a hearing at this time. I I'm always reluctant to file something as an emergency motion, and I hope the court can appreciate that. I represented Mr. Leon in his previous case, and where he pled to a reckless driving as a lesser. And for whatever reason, I don't know exactly what happened, but he didn't report.
Okay.
And the only thing I can think of is that he does suffer from PTSD and, what they call it, TBI. And I think what happens sometimes is when we're stressed, we flee from the stress. That's not an excuse for him not doing that.
Either.
And it doesn't work out. But I feel like his situation's a little bit unique because he is a veteran and he did serve those tours, and I think it's somewhat explainable, although not necessarily a legal excuse for him not reporting. That taken into account, I don't know if the court would be inclined to give him an opportunity to be out on bond and fast track his sanctions and get these things done. He's already paid the fees and the community service paid. I know he's got to complete the DUI school and the victim impact. He did do the basic driver improvement class. If the court would just allow him to be out on bond so he could complete the sanctions, maybe for an extended period, and just so he can show that it was just a genuine mistake and not necessarily a willful violation.
Okay,
I don't
so
know.
I have some questions.
Sure.
First,
That's fair.
what's the state's position?
So, Your Honor, the state's position is that the state can't agree to a bond when the state knows that. From the state's perspective, it's not just a reporting issue, but there's things that are still not done. He may have the time to get them done, but it's not just a reporting issue, like the DUI school hasn't, it might have been completed, but probation doesn't have any proof of that. Victim impact panel, they don't have any proof of that, and there is no proof that he ever reported, Your Honor, so that's why this state's unable to agree to a bond.
I'm curious how the warrant was filed in August and we're just now having this conversation.
Yes, Your Honor.
You might want to talk to your attorney before you say anything.
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't know, Sean, are you?
Yeah, at this point, I would invite him to speak. I don't know what harm it can do if he's being honest with the court.
Okay.
And his wife is also present as well, and she's available to understand. Go
So
ahead.
raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm your testimony is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Put your hand down, tell me your name and date of birth.
My name is Christopher Lazaro Leon. My
And your-
date of birth is 9/14/83.
Are you under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medication?
No, ma'am.
Okay, what did you want me to know in considering a bond?
I have never been in trouble, Your Honor, ever in my life, and I served for 20 years, and this was the first time I've been in trouble. I asked when I signed the plea, what was I supposed to do to get in touch with the probation? And I was told that the probation officer would get in contact with me. I don't feel like that ever happened, and if it did, I missed it.
A couple of times.
Yes, ma'am, but I promise to God that it was an accident. I'm still highly successful with my job right now, and I have to, if I don't get out between now and the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna lose my job, Your Honor, and that's
What's
gonna.
your job?
I'm an account manager for NetApp. I sell data storage back into the DoD,
Okay.
and I still maintain clearance, and, I really hope and pray that by me making some kind of mistake where I didn't report, that it's not gonna affect my wife and children, Your Honor, because they don't deserve that. And I apologize. I didn't apologize to the state. I didn't mean to not show up. I showed up for my country. I showed up for everything that I needed to show up for. I showed up to every court that I was supposed to be here for, Your Honor, because I was aware that I needed to be there. The BDI course was sent to me by the DMV, and I clearly did that as well, Your Honor. If I know what I'm supposed to do, Your Honor, I promise you I will get it done. I will get the DUI school, I will get everything done before, in the next 2 weeks. If there's availability to get that done, I promise I will get it done.
Okay. And you guys live here locally, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm kind of bummed that you didn't, look into vet court, because just listening to you.
We did look into vet court, Your Honor.
And they said,
I went upstairs and even talked to the guy that was in vet court.
who said no, Ed or
It wasn't that it said no, it was, there's multiple other issues.
other issues? Okay.
Yeah. Not because he wasn't qualified for vet court, it was more regarding the case itself.
I got you. Here's what I'm thinking, Mr. Leon. My biggest concern, quite frankly, is that overseeing vet court, knowing some of the things I know, that one of the reasons you're not showing up is because you're continuing to drink or use, whatever your drug of choice is. So what I'm gonna do is modify your bond to a $2,000 signature bond. What that means is you're gonna do some of the things I'm about to request and show up to court, but if you don't, it would then cost you $2,000.
Yes, Your Honor.
As a condition of bond, you have to have a scram monitor put on at a rate of $1 per day before you get out. It's just an ankle monitor, so I'm making sure you're not drinking, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the deputy is gonna give you a QR code for probation. You must scan that QR code and call their office so that you can re-up in the next 24 hours.
Yes, Your
Can
Honor.
you also give Sean a card to give to his wife? I'm gonna ask you to come back, because you're technically on my docket, even though I added you to this one, right?
Yeah, I believe so, Your Honor.
Yep. So, I am gonna ask you to come back to court. Next Wednesday, April 16th, for a jury pretrial, and I want you to come in person. Your appearance cannot be waived, because I wanna make sure you've done those things. I hear you and what you're telling me, but if I'm gonna let you back out, I need to know that you're actually engaged this time.
I will be, I promise, Your Honor.
Okay. And Mrs. Leon, we have a card for you as well. Thank you. So you'll be able to get out today. It's not about money, but it is about doing what you gotta do.
I have no problem
So
doing that, Your
scram
Honor.
monitor before you get out, get up with probation within 24 hours. You have the QR code, that should be done today. But you have to like physically talk to someone, and then I'll see you next week just to make sure those things have been done.
Okay,
And
Yes,
then
Your Honor.
we can go from there.
thank you, Your Honor.
Okay? Anything from either side?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck, Mr. Leon.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, Ms. Leon. All right, anything else on that?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Notes, are you here for Mr. Carter? I mean, that volume's been fixed now, right? Thank goodness.
Judge, on Mr. Carter's case, he's been saying since day one that he wants a trial,
Okay,
and I'm assuming that's not changed.
you're in
I
trouble?
will tell you, he picked up a new case. He's got a felony case, which is 25 657. Plea date's not till May 15th, and pretrial 25. But he has been adamant since day one that he wants to have a trial on this misdemeanor case.
Okay. So I'll set it for April 23rd with subpoenas, and then you will have your trial, that last week in April, okay?
Were they ever able to produce the video of how long it took me?
I have not received anything from the state as of yet.
To the state?
Your Honor, the amended discovery with the video of the resistance was sent over to Mr. Nopes on 3/27. I don't know if it was downloaded by Mr. Nopes' office, but it was sent.
I will double check 327.
3/27, yeah.
I will check with my staff and see if they can find it.
Okay. So they're gonna get that done. You'll be back here in a couple of weeks, and your trial would be the following Monday, okay? See you then. Thanks, Mr. Nopes.
Thank
Bryant?
Your Honor, there was a written plea agreement submitted, and I believe it was accepted by the court.
Okay. Akeem Cook? Got anything on that with Mr. Catalinic?
I have not had any contact with Mr. Catalinic regarding that case today, Your Honor.
Jeffrey Eby with Mr. Tony? Oh, I'm sorry, Ms. Murray.
I haven't spoken with Mr. Tony regarding that case today, Your
Okay,
Honor.
Ms. Murray,
Thank you, Judge. Apologies, I was in other courtrooms.
you're good.
Mine are listed under Flaherty. Brandy Merrifield on behalf of Kyle Hurd, it's 25 CT 435, and then 25 TR 1875. It's the first time up, there's a waiver on file. We just recently received discovery, so we're requesting a continuance to the next pretrial.
May 7th?
And then Robert King, 25 CT 165, 25 TR 878. There is a waiver on file. Mr. King is being reviewed for vet court, and he is scheduled to come back on the 424 docket to see if there is a possible acceptance. So if we could just continue this, I didn't see that he had been moved to the vet court docket.
Let's move him to the vet court docket for April 24th.
And that is all I have today, Judge. Thank you.
Sir, do you have a case with me?
I have traffic court. I was told to come here.
What's your name?
Chad Stevens.
Chad Stevens. Chad, come on up, sir. Is it VENS?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Was from yesterday.
That was from yesterday.
Yes.
Well, Chad, he actually had court yesterday. So you should have been here yesterday for driving while license suspended. Have you gotten a good license, Chad?
Yeah, I got it done the Monday, this prior Monday.
Do you have it with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And can you show it to the state?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, what was that case number?
The case number is 25CT636, and I will go ahead and recall the cases. Does anybody see Randy or Jeff Tony in here? Does the state have an offer?
One quick moment, Your Honor. We should, yes.
Okay.
And then he went and got his license. Your Honor, this time, if, the state will offer a deferred prosecution agreement to him. If we want to pass the case and we have some blank ones, we
So
can
Ms.
talk to him about it and see.
Sure. Mr. Stevens, a deferred prosecution agreement is an agreement between you and the state, and if you successfully complete it, it's usually pay a reduced fine, then they'll dismiss the case completely. Are you interested in that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, have a seat in the first row behind them, and then they'll fill out the paperwork and y'all can discuss.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No one's seen their attorney.
Mr. Catalinic just said he's here, so.
Mr. Cadillac says he's here, but maybe it's.
And we have no idea what's going on with Mr. Tony's case? Oh. Ah, TJ. Hey, Mr. Catalinic.
I apologize, Your Honor.
That's all right.
Your Honor, I have two cases on the docket today. The first one that I have is Brian Johnston. Case number two. Your Honor, it's the first time up. Can I have a continuance on him? Thank you, Your Honor. The next case that I have is Akeem Cook, C-O-O-K, case number 24-MM-4332. Leave it set, Your Honor, without subpoenas. I think we're going to resolve it.
Okay, April 23rd without.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, Mr. Kelly, do you have Mr. Tony's number?
Yes. You want me to call him?
Yeah, he's the only case I have left, it's Jeffrey Evie.
Can I call him outside?
Please do.
I was gonna sign it before.
You guys really sent a lot of notice too. There are 4 notices sent on April 1st.
Wow.
They're very certain.
Yeah, Cook was 423 and then yours was. I thought Mr. Catalonic had a case.
Mr. Tony's case, Evie?
Yes. That's the only one I have.
Your Honor, did we address Brian Johnson with Mr. Catalonic?
For 5-7?
Sorry, Judge.
That's okay. Oh, also Mario Durbick with Mr. Cotton?
There is a written plea that was filed,
Yes.
and I did check that it was accepted by the court.
Okay.
Your Honor, I have a DPA manual approach.
Yeah? You can hand that straight to the clerk.
Your Honor, he's coming in.
Oh, the door? Sweet.
He's about a minute away, he said.
Okay. Sir, did you have a case with us today? Nope.
They're just adjourning.
Do you have any questions while I'm waiting? Okay.
I have one, Your Honor. Did,
Yeah.
what's his name? Elia Inzers, I think it was Mikevicic.
That lady who,
Yeah, she said she'd just come over from the PD's office.
5-7.
5-7, thank you, Your Honor. Figure if we got a couple seconds.
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
Nope, did download that video.
Okay, well, I will sign some warrants while
Because I
I'm
put
waiting.
that. Nope, did download. What was this? Maybe that's.
TJ, can you approach?
You can do that without him signing.
Hey, Mr. Tony.
That's gonna get this docket way too quick.
Well, we're very efficient here.
Normally, I time this at 10:15, 10:30.
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. I know that people come here before Walton, so I have to make sure I get them over there.
Yeah.
What can I do for you today, sir?
You know, we got this one case, elderly, and I'm trying to work out the legal arguments on it. I just don't think, I think it should be poised for a motion to dismiss. However, I was not given the ability to depose the officers. So, and my researcher isn't quite ready to file something. I don't want to file something that's not going to be of merit. So let's just pass it one more time, and it could be the last time, because I think we'll just make a decision on it. But it's not an old case.
I mean, it's pretty old, it's 5 months.
5 months is not old, Judge.
It is in county court. I'll mark it as a last continuance, so if you're gonna have a motion filed, let's do it before May 7th, and then we'll get it tried in June if we need to.
Okay, that's all I have.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Anything else, Madam Clerk? All right, court is adjourned.